Powder charge filling is one of the most important steps in the rotational molding process. It is the foundation of ensuring quality parts are produced on every round of the Rotomachines. The first step of the procedure is to make sure the scale area is clean and clear of debris and excess powder. A dirty or obstructed scale can give false readings. The next step is to place the appropriate empty and clean buckets on the scale and to zero out the reading with the empty buckets. Use the same color powder in each bucket every round to minimize the chance for cross-contamination. Double check that the scale is properly zeroed and begin to fill the buckets with the exact required weight of powder. Add or remove powder as needed to get the perfect charge weight. The only acceptable charge is a perfect charge. This is a simple process, and with a little care, it is quite easy to get right. Watch and observe these good examples of how it should be done. The scale area is clean and tidy, the correct color of powder is being placed into the appropriate bucket, and care is being taken to get the powder charge exactly right. Once the buckets are filled, they are placed by the machine in the order in which they will be used. This helps avoid any confusion when there is a mix of different molds, colors, and charges being used at the machine. When the mold is empty, the appropriate buckets are used to recharge the mold. The powder is poured down the sides of the mold as much as possible, and then the remaining powder is pushed off the flat surface of the base and down the sides of the mold. Pushing the powder down the walls of the mold ensures that the mold will close properly and that any kiss-offs, vents, or inserts will not be damaged by mounded up powder. When all the necessary charge buckets have been emptied into the mold and the powder has been pushed down the sides, a brush is used to clear away any remaining powder from the flange. There must be no powder left on the flange at all when the mold is closed. Having perfectly measured powder charges and perfectly clean flanges are the two most important steps in the mold filling process. The final step of the procedure is to take one last look at the flange to ensure they are clean, and then close the mold by lowering the suspended base back onto the mold, removing the crane hooks, and then parking the crane. Finally, close all the clamps and retighten all of the bolts. This is the mold filling process. Once it is complete, the mold will be rotated to check for any leaks and then be sent on to the oven to be cooked, and the process will start all over again as the next part comes out of the cooling chamber. Just like the rest of the rotational molding process, attention to detail is key. This first step is no different, and when performed correctly, it will help lay the foundation for a quality finished part.